All right. Well, first off, I'm excited to get back on the field Monday night in Lucas Oil Stadium is going to be rocking. We're excited for that challenge, being back home. We're going to open the practice windows today for Daniel Scott and Anthony Richardson. As I mentioned, last week, Anthony returned for physical, activity, but he still has some vision limitations in his eye. So we're going to get him back on the practice field. Get him throwing, doing some scout team reps. So it's just something, that, he's going to have to manage, through the process.
The vision limitation thing, is it something that doctors feel like will eventually come back?
Yeah, I can't answer that. Everyone heals differently. It's a healing process that, he's going to have to manage. But it'll be great to get him back out on the practice field, going through, all the stuff.
Will he be non-contact because of that?
Yeah, we won't. Yeah, I mean, he'll be out there. Yeah, they're non-contact anyways. But yeah.
And then along those lines,
he will do some team reps. You said some scout team reps.
Yeah, some scout team reps. I mean, we'll have a short practice today, but yeah, he'll get into individual throwing routes, and we'll get him out there.
How do you gauge, progress with that sort of thing over the next couple of days?
I think it's just talking to him and managing it and see how he manages, with the vision, going through that. Obviously taking snaps and throwing and doing all that stuff. So we'll go through that process.
And then mentally, he's been through a lot this year,
Yeah.
Very unique injury. How have you gauged that part of it while he was away from the team and trying to just get back to this moment?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. I think obviously that was a freak incident that happened in the locker room. So, like I said, it's good to get him back out there. That'll be great. And he's handled it really well with grace and dignity and all those different things. But he's been doing it the right way, getting back in here, getting back in the fold and working out. It's been good.
What would the next step in this process be with him? Is it just seeing those vision limitations are gone, and now you guys can maybe work him into practice more, or
Yeah.
what are you looking?
Yeah, correct. You just see how he practices, see how he's feeling. Obviously, watching the practice tape, talking to him, see how he's feeling.
Shane, I know this is kind of a dark question to ask, but if the vision doesn't come back all the way, and you're saying you don't know if it will, can you play quarterback in the NFL without that?
That's a hypothetical question, so I can't answer that.
Can you characterize the limitations? I mean, it's significant. I know it's his vision, you can't tell, but
Yeah.
Is there anything you can do to characterize that at all?
I really can't. I mean, we'll see, how practice goes, and obviously I know he's excited to get back out there, so that's a great thing.
Along those lines, then, I guess another question along the line of Steve's, what allowed him to be cleared to even come back to practice if he's having vision impairment?
Well, the bone's healed, which is good, so you can be back to physical activity, and then obviously you get, go through the process there. Yeah.
Shane, given Phillip maybe he's not going to make some plays with his legs, have you explored at all using a couple quarterbacks or short yardage stuff?
Those are hypotheticals as well, but yeah, we look at everything. Yep.
We kind of touched on this the other day, but how much evolution do you expect in how you play offensively in week 2 with Phillip? And even Jim Bob said each game plan will be specific.
Yeah.
I mean, do you anticipate it'll evolve at all?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he was here for 3 days of practice, and then now he's got a full week under his belt, being around the guys. Just the different things you can do at the line of scrimmage will be good. So each week the game plan will obviously be different, but we're excited, for this week.
Have you had to alter any of your approach at all with Phillip based on when he was last in the league to now and how defenses have changed over that time, or is it just riding the bike kind of?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's been a while, but I think the way he sees the game is very similar to when he played. You know what I mean? Obviously he's been a pocket passer his whole career, so that part hasn't changed at all. And it's about him seeing us, seeing the defense, getting us in and out of the right place, which he does as good as anybody.
Starting off this practice week, where are Buckner, Sauce, and Bernie injury-wise?
Buckner is ready to go. He'll practice today. Bernie will not practice, and Sauce won't. But Bernie and Sauce are both progressing really well.
So could you see Sauce back at some point this week?
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, he's progressing in the right direction.
Shane, you've talked a lot about what Phillip has meant to you as a football coach. What has he meant to you as a person?
I always talk about character. That's one of my core pillars. The person he is, the father he is, the husband he is. I mean, it's just, and a great example of how to be a great human. And he's done that his whole career. The way he treats people, always trying to help people any way he can. That part to me is probably the biggest thing, being around him.
Shane, is there any chance
Any chance that Anthony, is he trying to be active Monday night, or is that off, is that not?
Yeah, he won't be up Monday night. Like I said, this is his first day back to practice. We're going to get him back into practice and go from there.
Could he be available to play at any point going forward this season?
Yeah, like I said, this is his first day of practice, so we'll see how it goes with everything.
If healthy, would he start?
What's that?
If healthy, would he start?
Well, right now, Phillips our starter. So.
My opener yesterday was, I know this is kind of a broad question, but Chicago potentially moving to Northwest Indiana. I don't know what the league thinks about that, but like those sorts of moves, but
Yeah,
your
this-
initial thoughts on it and like what, I guess like if they do,
Yeah.
I mean, Indiana's a pretty good football state.
Yeah, that's kind of out of my wheelhouse, to be honest. I don't know. Yeah.
How do you see Phillip, I guess, non-quarterback stuff that he maybe brought? Energy, juice is the word you used. Did you
Yeah.
see any of that last
Yeah,
week?
absolutely. You could see it. You could feel it in the locker room all week. You could feel it pregame in the locker room, and then even when he threw his first touchdown pass, you saw how excited everybody was on the sideline. So that juice and that belief, that he's out there is awesome for a football team.
Sustainable?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, you got a guy that loves football, that goes out and gives it everything he's got, the meetings, the practice field, the way he communicates with the guys. We're excited for the challenge each and every week.
Shane, the Dolphins, and I know there's two utterly different things. I'm not asking about the Dolphins, but I'm just telling you for context that McDaniel said a reason why, maybe the reason why he's replacing his quarterback is he wants, the word he used was conviction at that position. He said Blake Hughes gives him conviction. He says when a quarterback has conviction, it affects the whole team as it relates to Philly.
Yeah.
Is that what you kind of been talking about? Is that his juice, conviction, or those similar words?
Yeah, that's real. Yeah, you got conviction, you got juice. Obviously, when you got that and a guy that loves ball and gives it everything he got, I think that gives it belief, in the locker room, each and every day you step on, on the practice field and onto that game field on Sundays or Monday nights.
Do you coach against it all that Gus is on that staff? Is there anything you do? in a
Well,
week?
he knows what we do, and we know what he does. I mean, there's been so many conversations over the past 8 years. So yeah, I mean, those thoughts are you're always thinking like, hey, what's he going to do if he knows what we know, and so on and so forth. So that's the chess game you play when you go into these type of games.
What are your thoughts on Kyle Shanahan? Just philosophically, some of the things he does. I mean, you guys are different, I think, but
Yeah.
just I don't know. What are your takeaways watching him?
I got a ton of respect for him. Obviously, been doing it at a high level, and I think he does a good job, with the offense and the team in general. But the schematics on how he sets up his stuff, with McCaffrey and Kittle and the quarterback, he marries a lot of things off of what he does. Believes in it. They run it good, they throw it good. They're playing at a high level, so just a ton of respect for him all around.
Where is Riley's knee that he was dealing with last week? Is that still lingering? Is that cleared up or?
Yeah, he's cleared. He's good. He's rolling. This is good. I think this is a good opportunity for Riley too. He's still progressing as a young player. To get those mental reps too from a guy that's done it at a high level, I think can benefit Riley in the long run.
Can you give the timing, if you don't mind, like when did Anthony get the clearance, and when did he find out his vision is just not, when did the doctor tell him your vision's not where it should be?
Yeah, I think like you get the clearance from the bone structure. That was cleared, obviously, but there was limitations with that, with the vision that's healing. So he's working through that. Like I said, he's going to have to manage it, get him out on the practice field and go from there.
How quickly did you see him pivot from, maybe it's more us in media, but like just the honeymoon stage of, oh my God, this is actually happening, to I want to win for this team? Like he was crushed after that loss, and it looked like he'd been there all year.
I think, obviously, it was a crazy 48 hours for him when he got here, but as soon as he got in the building on Tuesday, it was like, hey, give me the game plan, we got to go. It was right away. Obviously, you go through a week of practice, first week of practice, and then now it's just like it feels normal. This week, you come in, it's like, boom, he's in the quarterback room, going through his process, watching the tape, watching everything that he's always watched. So I know he's fired up for the challenge, to go attack it, on Monday night.
Do you think getting through some of the unknowns just gives you and him, the rest of the team, confidence? Because you talk about you don't know, like physically or how the game will go, whatever. Just getting through that helps at all? Yeah,
absolutely. I think that was part of it. Hey, we get through the first one. Obviously, had a chance to win it there. He played, pretty darn good for a first time back in a while. So yeah, I think all those, whatever it was going into that game, like, hey, boom, now that's out of the way, and it's time to go.
I think the second week of whatever reintegration can help him out arm strength wise, or is that
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you get back into the rhythm of the thing. I think he's always been able to throw it, pretty good. So obviously, this is another challenge this week that we're excited for. But I think getting another full week of practice will be definitely beneficial for him.
All good?
All great? All right, thanks, guys.
Okay.